The naysayers are going to try to knock you back, but you have to keep pushing forward regardless of what anybody says. I literally wanted to do this for myself, and then, of course, Spirit always tells me to record it. And the question I asked Spirit was, what do I need to hear right now? And it's very, very, very fitting considering it's a full moon tonight. The Seven of Wands, you may have reached a significant milestone, but naysayers try to knock you back. Hold your ground because you know you've got this, and don't you dare let anyone else tell you otherwise. I need to fucking hear that. But then there are 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And I genuinely feel like in this situation, I'm going to be 10,000% vulnerable here. Every time you hit a new milestone, there's going to be a new final boss. If you think about a game, right? There will always be a final boss that you need to beat, right? So, perfect example, I'm going to talk about, if anybody's heard of the Manifestation Babe. And I was listening to her podcast. I want to say this was sometime last year. And she talked about how a challenge she was having was trying to find this home that she wanted to rent in Vegas, I think it was. And it was like $30,000 in rent. And like that, something like she was either comfortable with it or something like that, whatever. And obviously she didn't start there. She started like the average person. Rent being $500, rent being $1,000, $2,000. But now she's at a point where she's considering a place that's $30,000. But the point I'm trying to make is that with every new milestone, you're going to reach a new final boss. Are you going to be able to defeat that boss? So in this case, it's definitely a case of self-worth. Whatever you believe to be true about your life is true. Self-concepts. If you believe you are that bitch, then you are that bitch. And other people are going to mirror that, both good and bad. If you genuinely believe you're that bitch, you're going to get people, naysayers, who are going to try their hardest to make you feel less than because they don't feel that within themselves. Now they feel threatened because now you've become a threat and they don't like that. Even though in this world, I believe that there's a room at the table for everybody. I did it for the plot. There's room at the table for everyone. There's enough bread on this table for everyone to eat. But not everybody believes that. And people are going to start to feel intimidated by you. And if they feel that way, they'll start to project that onto you, right? Now we have the Seven of Swords reverse. Imposter syndrome. What the fuck did I say? You feel like you don't belong and are getting a solid sense of imposter syndrome. Spirit, I definitely feel that way. But it's because I hit a new final boss. That's what it is. I've hit a new final boss that I am beating. I've leveled up, and now we're right here at the very edge. Now you just got to beat that boss. That is the boss that I'm beating, right? It shows up in different ways. The Hanged Man. Others may not understand the need for sacrifice, but you see things differently as you walk this path alone. Take time to breathe and internalize your choices before making any crucial decisions. In my case, it's just like you can feel that walk alone. Like every community I've ever built and or been a part of, I've always, in some place, unintentionally made someone feel threatened. And I say unintentionally because my light always shines very bright, right? And the devil, or the moon, the devil, the moon, the Nine of Swords. That's so crazy. The moon talks about illusions. It's all an illusion. All these feelings are an illusion. Can you see through them? The devil. The new final boss that I was talking about. Having to beat that final boss. The Nine of Swords. Past trauma is rearing its ugly head again. That's exactly how I was feeling. But there was a situation that I was experiencing where it started to bring me back to something I've experienced in the past where I just wanted to fit in. And because I shined so brightly, people then turned that against me who felt threatened by me and tried to make me look like somebody that I wasn't because they felt so threatened by my presence, even though I was there to try to help people and try to help other people. And instead, I was made to look like the villain. My family members have done that to me. My in-laws, family members have done that to me. So, like, I've experienced that a lot. And because I was put on this earth to be a light worker, to be a star seed, like, that's just something that, unfortunately, my soul is probably just going to keep experiencing. It's just a matter of, it's not what happens to you, it's about how you respond. So how do you respond to this? So past trauma rearing its ugly head, that final boss. with these illusions. That's so crazy. I feel like that's the message. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. I am that girl. I am that girl. Duh. Fucking duh. Hello? I'm Anastasia, the manifestation doll. Period.